You know we're having a good time here at the Corona Bali Protected, presented by Hurley. Another big heat now in the third round. Adrian Buchan and Michael Rodrigues about to fight it out for a place in round 4. And these two surfers have had some real highlight moments throughout the season, both performing well on the Gold Coast, making the final series there. Michael Rodrigues getting himself back into the final series again.
Flying off the bottom around sections, these vertical climbs. I mean, the guy's amazing on the backhand.
Let's see how he fares. Taking off pretty deep, grabs that rail, finds some cover. Doesn't get the tube time, so he obviously had a different game plan in mind. Michael Rodrigues instantly moving into a better position to the typical takeoff here at Corona. Scrambling to get into position for this one. Good size set wave. And he's going to fade it and tuck into the barrel. Gets nice and compact to find the exit. Out onto the open face. And a beautiful slice, and he'll mix it up. But just gets a little side swipe by the whitewater there, trying to ride out of that final turn. So points left on that ride, but it was a pretty nice pit, wasn't it?
I did love the tube time here. He has to stall for it, but look at how deep he got, comes flying out. This turn right here was beautiful. He had the turn off the end, which he didn't execute, but that turn when he came out of the tube was beautiful. Okay, does well, gets onto the hood, nice tube time, comes out with speed. Watch how fast he is right here. Checks into the turn right here, and then turns the shoulder at the end, that little bit right there. That's what I love. I love to see off the end of the turn there, coming out of that, making him go even faster as he comes out of it. So it would have been great to see him ride out of that last part of the wave, but I still feel like it was a really well-ridden wave. There was a lot of speed in it. The flow was good. I think he's going to get a great score coming into that. Beautiful start right there for Michael Rodrigues. And back to the point of a well-manicured athlete, this guy pays attention to detail. One of those guys who really pays attention to detail is what that leads me to. And I love the way he really loves it, and he's looking at it always, at how he serves.
Well, Ace Buchan on the inside. Doesn't like the feel of that first turn. He gets out of there. Trying to get a bit of a flow, a bit of a rhythm with the ocean out here at the moment, under priority. But it's going to be another low-scoring ride.
Served up a little humble pie into the second, third event, but now he's kind of finding a flow.
And Adrian Buchan trying to get himself back in this heat. A 6.5 for Michael Rodrigues just moments ago. And Ace finds one of the better barrel rides of the morning. And there's that fist pump. He likes the feel of that because things weren't really going his way. After pulling the trigger early, after pushing Michael Rodrigues deep, he had a couple of throwaway numbers. That one's going to score pretty well.
That was sick. I love it. The backhand grabs the wall. Beautiful. Look, he goes in from behind it, and you see how he didn't really stall, or at least with his hands, and you couldn't really identify that he did it, but he did stall going into that tube. And the whole theatrics of the watch, see his body push on the wall right there? He's actually slowing himself down. But where Rodrigues put his arm in the wall, you could really see him stalling. And then Ace just put his body in the wall, which means you can't really identify it right away, which is something that is pretty sneaky. It's under the radar a bit because he looks like he's going in with speed. But right here, he starts to slow down. And that's something it's hard to do. Then he pushes forward, leans all that weight to get the speed on that inside rail, and then he repositions back over the board a bit to slow him to come out with, you know, the kind of perfectly distributed weight to go into another turn. So technical. And the little fist pump off the end there, we've talked about it days on end here. Finishing your wave and having body language.
Meanwhile, with priority, Michael Rodrigues needs nothing at this point in time to get himself into the lead. Just a 2.58, beautiful looking wave. He tucks in, a clean run through the barrel. It's starting to stretch out. He won't find the exit.
How much fun was that to watch? I really thought we were going to see an exit there as that thing rifled down the reef.
Eyeing off this one, having a bit of a think about it. He's going to let it go. Michael Rodrigues says, thank you very much. And he goes after that 2.58 once again. A really good chance that he'll get himself the lead. Just how big a number can he drop against Buchan? Just a couple of turns there.
Kept the board flat. He was turning off the fins, doing a turn like that's not what you want.
So here goes Ace now. He can extend his lead. Big hit to get started. Right up into that bowl. A vertical approach, but he stuffs the second turn and goes down. I think he'll still replace the 1.5, but it's going to be a low score needed.
Because if Ace wouldn't have bobbled that backhand turn on that second flow, watch what happens here, though. This first turn, perfect, on the money, right off the bottom, slams it straight up into the lip. But right here, he's got that whitewater line. Watch, he comes down and hits. There's a little bit of a ripple that gets sent up the wall off of that previous wave, right? So that snap, but see on the water, if you look really close, there's a little lump on the wall here from the wave before. You see it? And that's what he stuck into, and that's why he went down on that wave. It was something you couldn't really see, but I'm telling you right now, that was so unfortunate for him.
He's going to let this one pass by, and Adrian Buchan could extend. Sitting a little further inside. Let's see what he can do. Casual entry. He wants out of this one. 35 seconds to go now.
Oh, you know, he could have gotten a score on that wave. Rodrigues, all he had to do was one of his crazy pops there. He's so good.
Well, Buchan's up once again. Really needs to attack this ride in order to drop that 3.4 and get a little further ahead. Not sure that's going to do it for him. Lining one up. Will he get to his feet in time? The on-site announcer counting this one down. And the hooter is going to sound before Michael Rodrigues can get to his feet. Throws the air reverse. Almost brings it around. But in the final stages, he was left chasing a 4.48. That's obviously not going to do it, even if he got to his feet before. And Adrian Buchan dodges a bullet there. He's on to the fourth round.